Croissant. Welcome into the stream, everybody. How you doing today? Happy Tuesday.
How the fuck did you forget it was Tuesday?
How did I forget it was Tuesday?
How?
What is wrong with me?
This is the only day of the week you're not allowed to forget. Look at your shirt.
It's literally damn Tangential Tuesday. What is wrong with me? Thank you for the dab, Sela. Welcome in, everybody. How we doing today? I am honest. Don't you dare. Don't you start this, Haley. I'm going to be honest. We're probably going to be bringing next level gremlin energy because today has been a day. But we are alive. We are here for Tangential Tuesdays. Victor, my dude, what is good? How you doing, man? Yeah, no. How's everybody doing, though? How is everyone doing? I think we're not going to have to worry about the noise that was potentially warned from earlier. They're replacing they're literally destroying and redoing a whole ton of balconies in our apartment complex, and one of them is literally like right behind us. Let's see here. I'm good. Having a classic quarter-life crisis issue today. Fucking so very relatable, man. So relatable. If you want to talk through how you're feeling, we are always here, my friend. Also, Raven, I am so happy to hear you are almost not sick anymore. I am so glad you're finally almost feeling 100%. That has been hanging on for a minute. Let me make sure I say hello to everybody. Haley, welcome in. Sela, I am not bald. Doing pretty excited. Just ordered a new mic setup. Ooh, yo, Sela, that's super dope. What you planning on doing with the new mic setup? And Haley, that's fair to be sleepy. That is so very fair. Cryptid, what is up, my dude? What's up, Sean? Did you reach the courtroom part? We did not. We did not last week. But we might this week. See here. Oh no, I'm sorry you got a flu too, Vic. Man, there's just some nasty stuff going around these days. Are you almost over the hump for it? Annoying the shit. Oh, wait, why am I not cursing? I can curse. What is wrong with me? Annoying the shit out of people in public game lobbies. Let's fucking go. That is the way to do it. Hell yeah. Raven, a week is a long time. I've had so many quarter life crises at this point. I feel like I'm down to halfway. Relatable, but also I did speak it into existence. So I shouldn't be surprised. Hey, yo, it's your birthday today, my dude? Happy birthday. Friendly, the new Prince of Persia game, so you pretty much played that the whole time. How is it? I'm real curious about it. Hey, yo, Samson's actually back in the old days. That's the same brand that I used to, or that my original mic for the channel is from. Let's go. And I think it's better than your 8-year-old blue. Oh no, you had the Blue Yeti. Oh, that's fair. That's real fair. Well, yeah, welcome in, everybody. It is so damn good to see you all. I am excited, so very excited to attempt to actually play a video game, because fun fact, it's they're a less expensive brand. The Samson Meteor, or Meteorite, I can't remember what it was called, because it's been like 4 years since I bought it. It wasn't bad. It definitely had some issues. Oh, not even a Blue Yeti. Oh no, it was an off-brand Blue Snowball. Oh no. You know what? If it works, it works. But I'm glad you're getting an upgrade, my friend. Sean, been in the Bible about too long. He says, frickin' oh my gosh. I will never be corrupted in that way. Never. Happy birthday, Cryptid. Let's see here. Loved it. It was so amazing. Top tier Metroidvania on par with Hollow Knight. Oh, wow. That is some major praise, man. I'm glad to hear it's that good. I feel like I was saying something, but then I got distracted. I hope you guys are ready, because it's going to be extra scatterbrained Sean. I'm me. Sean doesn't even have a Blue Yeti. He uses a HyperX Quadcast. You know, it works. It functions. It's easy plug and play. There isn't that weird staticky noise in the background. You can get a lot out of mid-tier mics if you know what you're doing. The right software setup goes a long way. That is a fact there, Sela. That is absolutely a fact. Let's see, the family sharing feature on Steam. Thanks to your friends, you can finally play expensive games like Spider-Man Remastered and God of War and Elden Ring. Hey! Congrats, Cryptid. That's fucking awesome. Nice. I promise I haven't forgotten about the no cursing. It's just not on because we're not at that screen yet. She's playing Monster Hunter, so I don't think she's ignoring me. I am obviously hated. Might as well be a software god considering you made that. No, honestly. I didn't forget about no cursing. We're just not on the screen. I promise. But yeah, no, that is impressive that you managed to make that thing last for 8 years, Sela. God damn. But oh yeah, I almost forgot to do the thing. If you like the music you hear in the background, I'm a moron. This man who made this music, I can't fucking words today. What is wrong with me?
It's Attourney Day, you can never words.
Apparently. You're really not wrong. If you like the music you're hearing in the background right now, do yourself a favor. Go check out Josh, aka Reset Vibes. Man makes some absolutely fantastic music. You are not going to regret a single second. Hey, Haley, thank you. We actually will be talking about the YouTube channel, because I've changed my mind on what we're playing tomorrow for now the second time, and it actually involves a secret something from said YouTube channel. But we'll talk about that when the stream's getting towards the end. Let's hear. I got that broke-ass motherfucker Riz. Yo, honestly, Sela, if it works, it works. Currently, the camera that I use is a little, cheap $20 thing that my mom got originally at the beginning of the pandemic. Didn't end up needing it, so I just kind of was like, hey, can I have that? And it works surprisingly well. You wouldn't believe that this thing is a cheap piece of shit. I am not bald. But yeah, so we are here, obviously. I know you all know what today is. I made sure that the stream announcement was short and sweet, because we know what today is. Today is Tuesday. And Tuesday means it is Tangential Tuesday, which means that we pretend we're going to play video games, and in reality...
Distraction technique, put your feet.
Exactly. We get distracted. See, same I have this off Logitech webcam. Can't do more than 30 FPS and 360p. I mean... If it works, it works, kind of. Getting that pain hairstyle. I get. Ethan, my man, what is good? How you doing? Stranger, objection, where's the Cheeza? The Cheeza can get the fuck out. The Cheeza is a crime, and we are not talking about it anymore. I think my colon is finally recovered from it, and we're leaving it at that.
No, he has a bad colon. We can't do that to him.
I don't want to actually die. I may joke, but I don't want to die. Double down, she said no. Let's see, I'll place that soon too. Thing's about as old as your mic too. You know, we do what we gotta do as broke bitches. And my evidence is the cakester. Let me just go ahead and put this on before I forget it. Especially Death by Cheese, a horrible way to go. Honestly, though, that sounds like a literal nightmare right there. But yes, we are here to pretend we're gonna play some Ace Attorney. Where we left off, we made it to the investigation part. We made it through a day. Also about to finish Ace Attorney Chronicles. I feel like at this point you'd probably be able to finish literally every Ace Attorney game in existence before this. Let's see, my colon is a little bad. Hey, Venom, whoosha, let's go! Bad colon, friends! By pretend, we mean do about 3 lines of dialogue. Yeah, oh, that's right, titties. Oh my god, Venom! Venom, a tier 3 again? Thank you so much for the 15 months. I gotta figure out something special to do for you, friend, because you are genuinely too kind. Thank you so much, Venom.
For Venom's kindness, I put down my game. And come over and say thank you, Venom. You're the best and we love you.
You are so cute.
Nope.
You deserve more than just the fancy little VIP badge, okay? You do. Venom says, "Hoy, what's up?"
There was another thing I was getting up for and I don't remember what it was.
You are literally the cutest thing ever.
I have a bad memory. It's
Same.
years of insomnia.
Mine is just from years of untreated mental illness.
That too!
That woman's eyes is over her hair. Oh, it is! Oh, that's weird!
Wait, what? Ow.
I didn't notice that at all. That's fucking disturbing.
That is weird.
Also,
why
I can't
does
unsee
she
it
always
now.
have to have the giant titties? Maya is a baby!
I don't know. I really don't. Oh, look, it's the not at all questionable situation of making someone barely legal look like that. Exactly. With the those titties be popping. It's okay, because she's 18 now. Says every creepy dude ever. My eyes are here, Conan. Maybe it's cut perfectly around the eyes. But see, here's the thing. Because when she closes her eyes, her hair is still there. It doesn't even move.
Y'all, I just need you to know something really quickly. Gizmo did not, in fact, want a greenie.
Gizzy. You don't want a greenie, Bubba's?
I don't know where Gizmo is, and I was gonna give
he
him a
under the
snack.
bed?
He might be, but like, there he was going potty.
Okay, there we go.
Gizzy.
Is that even a cleavage? You know, I feel like at that point it's got to be considered something different, because that's like literally showing a quarter of her titties. That goes down past where they finish. I guess we're gonna try and talk to her. Let's see here. Gizmo is plotting a new way to frame Sean, apparently. Although he should be happy, because I gave him his under the bed realm again. I just simply made it so he can't be in the middle where we can't reach him. Because he likes to be a gremlin and hide under things. Because he's very puppy, even though he's like 4. Yeah, because Caitlin and I have been together for 3 years. He's like 4.5? 4. Yeah, I think he just turned 4. He either just turned or is going to turn 4. I can't remember dates, Chad. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Forever a pup. Honestly, though, Venom.
What can't you remember?
Gizmo's birthday.
June 6th or June 5th.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought it was coming up.
It's
So he'll be
6'5".
turning 4.
He's gonna be 4,
I know.
guys.
He's getting so...
My little baby is gonna be 4.
That little grumble was because Caitlin picked him up while he hadn't finished scrounging for the crumbs of his greenie.
He ate it all. Don't worry.
I can't.
Gizmo is actually a gremlin because you know what? He becomes a whole other creature when he gets food. Like literally, he gets a different look in his eye. He looks kind of deranged and a little scary. And then he finishes eating and like realizes there's nothing left anymore. He's like, "Oh hey guys, back to teddy bear mode."
You're kind of a disaster, buddy. I love you. Let's see here, and we won't forget that one time he tried to cause chaos by jumping out of Sean's hands.
Always.
Thank you for calling it right and not saying that I dropped Gizmo.
You did drop him.
I didn't drop him.
You did, though, because you didn't keep a good, secure hold on him. Also, I'm wearing Sean's sweatshirt today, guys, that I got him because it's comfy.
Let's see, he don't need to. His YouTube already implicates him enough for a jury. Honestly, though, me eating the shredded cheese at 3 a.m. Relatable, honestly. It's here. Hey, Mochi's birthday is this Thursday. She's only 2. Oh, let's go. Gizmo.
My babies are getting old because Jasper's going to be 7 in November. You guys, his birthday is 2 days before mine. And this one is going to be 4.
Don't even talk about that because Gabo just turned 9. Especially if Sean was in Florida.
Sean isn't. Have you ever actually been to Florida? You've never
I haven't,
been.
and I think at this point, considering the things that I've said and done, I think I would probably be arrested on sight.
So here's the thing, you guys. My family is actually still in Florida, and at some point he probably will have to go there to go and meet some of them in person.
Hey, Ron DeSantis, go fuck yourself. Don't arrest me.
Yeah, no,
Florida.
fuck you, Ron DeSantis. You fucking suck, you piece of shit hog.
To be fair, that's why Sean has Sparky Law and constant employment, honestly. Somebody's got to be on top of it.
But, like, at least we can send him double feet pics, because we got toe feet pics.
To have the police department waiting for Sean when he arrives.
They probably should be waiting for me every time I arrive, and they don't. So, you know what? We should be fine.
Fair enough. Okay. We're 16 minutes in. And there's only been a line of dialogue sitting here for, like, 3 minutes. Shall we read?
The fact that, like, we can one-handed just loop him back on the ground.
I know, it's fantastic. Also, I forgot, because I had a thought.
You had a thought?
I did.
I'm proud of you.
What did I do or miss? I just heard you promoting my law firm. You know, I just always got to be trying, man. We got to make sure you got plenty of clients who give you actual money so I can continue to just simply do foot pics. That's not what it's about. It's not because I have no monies and only foot pics.
Well, we don't have no monies. We only have foot pics.
Why you gotta tell them that?
You guys were poor.
Yay! Okay, so the actual thought I had. So it's actually gonna a thought. Kanito, get out of Sean. You know, I actually forgot about Kanito for a minute there. No! I'm sorry, Ethan! I'm sorry! I didn't want you to have to find out like this. I also feel like I should take responsibility for at least 2 of your former assistants quitting. I apologize. They apparently did not enjoy being sent foot pics. But it was literally just payment, okay? Lawyers know all. You should have known that. Also today I learned that some US states have a 20% illiteracy rate. I'm surprised that it's that low.
Honestly, same.
But yeah, so my thought, before I get lost and distracted again. So, a month from today, because it is the 23rd of next month that these things come out, we have 2 special games coming out. One of which is Duck Detective, which I'm going to be honest, feels like it's going to be the perfect game for a little pause from Ace Attorney. So what we have, and let me pull out a calendar real quick. We have 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Either, depending on if we actually do Ace Attorney that week or not, we have either 3 or 4 weeks to finish this case.
A single case, guys.
It shouldn't sound like that much of a thing, but it
really
is.
Shouldn't.
We have 3, if you're including today, 4 weeks worth of streams to finish this case before Duck Detective comes out. And we have to do it, and literally pause, you only did the first trial, which is the tutorial. I'm sorry, I'm this way. It's only going to get higher because the world's various education system sucks, and that's a fact. And it's okay. Reach out to Olaf for any of your legal needs. I fucking love you, man. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to curse. Who remembers that time Sean managed to do that one case in a single stream? We don't need to talk about the fact that it was 8 hours. We don't need to talk about that fact. But yes, let's try to read a line of dialogue. I'm not going to be anything other than me, though, so I'm going to be surprised if... I'm pretty sure that never happened. I'm not going to be surprised if we don't ever actually reach the goal of finishing it in 4 weeks. But we will see. We don't need to talk about it. It was the tutorial. I can't. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. And I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't?
From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling.
Yeah. She said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground.
But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time.
So that's why I don't dream. Exactly. You're a spirit medium, stranger. I'm sorry it took this long to find out the truth. Then, what does this mean?
I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up.
Set up? That also explains all the voices.
It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up.
How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on?
If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands.
I'm sorry, what? It is?
Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key.
Really? Oh, is that the, Megatama that she's talking about? I don't dream because reality is already a nightmare. Relatable, honestly.
Come on, show me the key to this case.
The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. We go back, we present. Is she being literal? Mia, have you seen this key before? Dear God, if you don't know this was about a case, it could totally be the script to porn. You know, I hadn't thought about it, but you're really not wrong.
Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case.
This key?
Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts.
Let's hear. Why do I hear the hub music? What does she mean?
I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow.
Oh, that's right, because there's only supposed to be the one key to that room.
You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is? That is enough.
But... How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? It's here. So, did you say that this woman was dead? Yes. Yes, she is. But she is alive through her younger sister. It's weird. We're just gonna move past it. Who? Who could have... Let's hear. This raises a question. What's your question? Wait a minute. I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Wait, what? Mia, what?
What's wrong?
That's right, only I can see the psyche locks. Okay. Oh yeah, Froghead, I forgot about that. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key for even me. What in the world is going on? Huh. Interesting. She have consensually entered her sister's body in a non-Alabaman way. I don't think you could have phrased that more perfectly, Haley. Alright. Well. I think we can all admit that I've made more progress than any of us were expecting. We've actually made it to the case! It is time for trial! I'm a little surprised if I'm being honest.
What?
Sweet home Alabama.
Prosecutor Von Karma, you mean?
No, I heard it's his successor this time.
Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks so he could win.
He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. You could also say sweet home British royal family. Oof, but accurate. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be. Probably pretty similar, if we're being honest.
It's no good. Mystic Maya. Oh, it's Pearly! Pearly! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you.
Let's see here. No, they aren't inbred. Just werewolves.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 straight days with no breaks.
Okay, so I'm still caught in between two things. It's either Innie Minnie, whose sister was killed technically kind of by the doctor who was murdered. I still think I'm leaning a little bit more towards Morgan.
I think it's the psychic lady.
Yeah, especially the fact that she didn't show up to the case. Yep, that do indeed be her name, Victor. Or maybe it's Miney. Does she know Miney Mo?
I said it's probably Eenie Miney.
Fair. That's fair. I can't words. It's here. I still say it's this annoying kid. Pearl is literally just an innocent child. We're not going to go jumping on the child being a murderer.
She said you have...
Or no, I already read that.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Oh yeah, that's right, because Pearl had never left the...
How did she get here?
How? So no children are innocent. Fair enough.
Yep, snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
I'm sorry, what? Child? Maybe you did murder someone. The child did it. She had the key. I mean... Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran.
Okay. I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. I hate her already.
Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train?
Of course not. I ran. I give up.
It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me?
I am congested. I am sorry, Chet.
At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that?
Why? Because your computer body can't run.
He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend, and also they wanna smash!
They totally want to smash. I remember what I was going to get up for.
What were you gonna get up for, love?
Jazzy was acting hungry. I was going to get
Oh,
his food.
that's fair. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday.
You're so cute.
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end.
Who needs
It
to
was
run
a
when you have
very
such space?
sexually tense battle, more like.
Honestly, yes, friend. Sorry, I meant roommate. Yes, the totally believable option if they were roommates for years and had pets together. They were totally just roommates.
It was always back and forth with them. When you're rivals for life.
Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again.
Huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back.
What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick?
It's fine. It's fine, Maya. He's just dead. He's probably not actually dead. Oh, who are you?
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
Uh-oh. What is with this kid?
Ahem. Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Court is now in session. I don't get paid enough for this, honestly.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy.
I see. Look, it's Miss Von Karma.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Revenge? Is this about her father?
Karma was a murderer.
He was, and also, why is she breaking out a whip?
Because she's kinky.
I don't want to get kinky right now. We're in a court of law.
If it is something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can...
Jimmy, stop nutting in my chat room.
She just whipped the judge! Uh-oh.
I'm talking.
Okay.
If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking
For me. A court of law is the best place for kinks. I'm scared. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg you. Ow!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood only have one fate.
Punch, punch, punch. Punched in
I can't see left.
Gotcha.
And that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
You're gonna lose your first case. I'm the main character. Look, it's Nick. The name of the game is him.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor,
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
keep whipping us like that. I'm sure we're gonna go down. Ooh. I can't. Yes.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams.
I really don't like you.
10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes
You
its
need
plea.
Jesus is what you need.
That's fair, Sela. That's real fair.
That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Dude, no thanks. I've seen what Jesus does to my neighbors. Fuck.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Gumshoe, why? Why it gotta be you?
Witness, your name and occupation.
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah!
Get to the point already.
Ma'am, he was literally saying what you told him to say.
Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit?
That's quite the look of disbelief, Your Honor.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. Few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
Don't worry, Sean, you sort of get used to all whipping and bruises.
And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct?
Is no one going to talk about the fact that she had a knife in her hand and it was a gun that killed him?
I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over.
Dear God, I forgot to turn my frog's water heater on after doing the filter change. Oh no, is your frog okay, stranger?
So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time then. He's fine, surprisingly good. I am so glad. How long ago did you change his water? Or I mean, filter, words.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range
24 hours ago. Oh, damn! You got a resilient frog, my friend. I'm glad they're still okay.
But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
Maybe it was a knife with a gun inside. Ah, yes. Everyone's favorite invention, the knifey gun.
The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
Why would they do that, though? Gunblade, Final Fantasy XIV. I should have known.
Sir, the victim was stabbed after or before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Okay.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
I can do this. Okay. I think we gotta press on anything, because I don't see anything that's an obvious. Outside of the question about why would she use a gun. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? Pretty sure gunblades are from Final Fantasy VII.
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? I don't know about that, Von Karma. The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faye's were also on the grip, sir.
That can be explained.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
Ah, I walked right into her hands. Sean is America. It would be weird if he didn't conceal carry, you know. That's fair. That is fair. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Dude, man, what the fuck is this writing? I know! It makes me want to die every time she says the foolish fool line.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal.
Okay, well, I am a lawyer, not a police officer. Although I have also taken care of cases where people have been shot, so I probably should know this by now. But I don't think any were point blank. So do I get credit on that one? Oh, wait, no, because the murder on the boat at the end of the last game wasn't actually a murder on the boat. But I don't remember if it was point. You know, I don't remember enough. We're just gonna pretend that it never happened.
There were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow. Never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. But wait, why would they be on her forehead? Where's the... Oh, he was shot in the forehead. But wait a minute. Do we know what their height was? Because Maya had to have been shorter than him. Objection. According to Sean's own words, lawyers know everything. Okay, before the victim was shot, he was stabbed. Why? Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? Looks like it belongs to the Fae's, sir. And, of course, Maya Fae's fingerprints are all over it. All over it,
This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I will keep pressing forward until something happens. How severe was the wound?
If it'd been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion, pal.
But how? Because you weren't a medical examiner, Gumshoe.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish
Opinions of. Oh my god, I hate you. If I hear the word fool again out of this bitch's mouth, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly.
Stranger! Haley, that's it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. See, she can't even open her eyes. Only fools do that. I fucking love you, man.
Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why do you keep calling me by my full name? How foolish of us to test you. What a pain.
That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence.
Okay, but did anybody test her hands for gunpowder residue? Dare you to grow out and style your hair like Phoenix Man. I wish I actually had the hair to be able to do that. But my hair just gets too heavy. I could never rock that sick of a pompadour. God damn it, stranger.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m.
Mr. Sean, Sergeant Scorpter.
Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. Huh. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Okay, but what about the other bullet? I don't like her.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam your little gavel. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
Wait!
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
What is there not to like? Have you seen how pretty she is? That's not everything, Haley.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. Better think this through all the way. Nah, we're being rash about it. We're going not guilty. We're not going guilty. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor.
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Ow.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective,
Yes, sir.
present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by...
Okay, can somebody just disbar her For literally whipping a judge?
Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective. Give your testimony.
The court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Alright, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Hey, Breeze! Breeze, my friend, what is good? How are you doing?
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime.
It's fine. The judge likes it. Fucking apparently.
As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
But why not? Is the question. If he was stabbed in the front, he would have seen her coming. And has a significant size difference. Especially considering the man is 35. And Maya is only 18. There is no reason he wouldn't have been defending himself to a certain extent. If the stabbing happened first, that is.
So, this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of back spray of blood on this.
Was there a hole in the robe? Wait, what? Is there? Let's take a look up close on that.
This directly links Maya Fey to the crime scene. I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Can I look closer on that?
Alright, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse?
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. I don't like it. Okay, let's take a look.
Hey, yo, Average, my dude! What is good? How you doing today, man? It is a pleasure to see ya.
I can't look any closer at that. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier?
You're kind of scary today, you know, pal. Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright. Just please stop glaring at me like that.
Okay, so we'll press on this. Maya's costume? Oh yeah, I can't stop yawning. I'm sorry, Chad.
Yeah. She was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya. She's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Can we... Is it different than the one that she... That's different than the one that she usually wears. I was gonna say, I thought there's the pink collar to it. There's blood on the costume.
Lab results show it is the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, well, actually, had a map says like 4 hours of sleep. Oh no! He's on his 28th birthday yesterday. Accidentally rear bumped into a mini car while going to school. We got him at a gas station, fucked up and took it. Oh, dude! I am sorry, Average. 10. Damn! That is a rough day. I am so sorry to hear that, my friend. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. Too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, no! That's not how this works!
Ah, yes. Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Now even the judge is on her side. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? No, we're gonna press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? Yeah. It's a fair question, Nick. There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Wonder if Sean even knows how much. Okay, I'm trying to... I don't remember what the translation is to US dollars. Now I gotta see what the euros to dollars is. What is it right now? Okay, yeah, no, so that is going to be right about almost exactly $10 in just a couple of... Still, that is not fun. Losing $10 for nothing sucks. That really fucking sucks. There's a bullet hole on the sleeve. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright! Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it,
But what if I poke a hole directly into the sleeve that has a fucking bullet hole? Say I lose $10 every time I park in Toronto because it's a scam. Dude, fucking fair. It is absolutely ridiculous how much big cities like to charge for parking. It's a subtle hint, Judge. Honestly, it's like my time is up. So about the costume. There's one little thing. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. Dear God, I love the soundtrack in this game. Definitely underrated because of all the other negative qualities. Fair enough. I'm just genuinely so digging at parking costs or attacks on the working class. Fucking fact, Sela. 100%.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you were talking about?
Come this far, there's no turning back now. The problem I have here is with this. Boop. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. Yeah, no, dude. I think you were the one who introduced me to the jazz soundtrack for this game. It's fucking banging.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. Hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
Looks like I found the hole I was looking for, but also, shouldn't we be concerned with the fact that the judge literally just pulled the smell of gunpowder directly out of his ass? Because I don't think it's a judge's job to know what gunpowder smells like, especially on, like, what is it at this point? 2-day-old clothes? I mean, I appreciate the help, Judge, but I'm suspicious. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Here in Sicily, you pay more than €2 for a parking spot in the city center. You're being scammed. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous in some places, man. It really is. He snorts gunpowder on weekends. Man goes around sniffing strangers' dirty laundry. Honestly, though. Let's see here. Shit, I'm sorry, stranger. No one sniffs my laundry. Fuck. Real. It's just like me. I can't. I fucking love y'all.
Order! 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 This is a very grave matter.
They have to pay first. Foreshadowing, not gonna elaborate further. Just know that it ain't related to this game. I'm scared. Also, am I hearing... Oh, okay. We're good. Hopefully you guys don't hear it. There's a little bit of construction noise going on, but I think it's super quiet in the background because it's just somebody taking a hammer to some concrete. To be fair, you want cars minimized to almost non-existent in big cities that clog up traffic, make the streets less safe, along with polluting the air, hurting the inhabitants. Honestly, same. The fact that we aren't at a point where most major cities are like entirely walkable is ridiculous, or at least have some form of mass transit that makes it a lot easier to get a lot more cars off the street. Like, accessibility should be a thing at this point. We're in 2024. Let's see, I have a better idea. Everyone travels on pogo sticks.
Fuck. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Let's hear. Oh, don't ever visit Palermo or Napoli then.
Sorry about that. I guess you messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
But actually it does. Beyond a shadow of a doubt is what it's supposed to be. In all these games, I know what you read. Oh, okay, cool. Fair enough.
Continue with your testimony. That's just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
Yeah, no, she do. It's a little weird. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
Well, I agree. It's a mistake on the part of the police.
I swear to God, Napoli has its own driving rules, aka do the fuck you want. Let her sell like 3 people on a motorbike with no headgear? What the fuck?
What Prosecutor von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands.
Why does everyone dismiss everything so fucking quick in this game?
Do you not find a more... Or if you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way. But Napoli needed a 3D map to find around. But it's still better in places like Austin, Texas, because Napoli was made before cars. There are areas for walking people. Fair enough.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir.
The recurring theme is 10-year-olds driving motorbikes. What the fuck? Okay. So. I don't think we pressed on this one. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't? Joke's on you, I am the government and I approve this message. God damn it, Sam, what is good, my man?
We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
Objection or overruled hearsay.
So, did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically.
We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. One more peep out of you and I'll hold you in contempt. That Von Karma. She thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. But not in a kinky way. In a we have her beat way. Our society is much more motorbike oriented than the US. Y'all can drive a car at 16, you can drive small motorbikes or even mini cars as long as their engine is under 50cc. Is it 14? Interesting. Okay. I want to see this man's credentials. Where's the lawyer degree? How can we prove? I myself got my driver's license for 125 cc's a year ago. Hey, there you go. Nothing wrong with that at all. Here, I'm getting a motorcycle and putting nitro in it. Sam, God damn it, I can't. Which one do we present the robe on? Let's go ahead and save. Because this feels like a potential moment where I might do the wrong thing. So I clearly shot at her. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Why would there be a bullet hole in the arm of the sleeve? You better start calling me Johnny Blaze. Thank you, Haley. I don't know why I didn't make that connection. Didn't name it the Ghost Rider. If I wanted to get the general motorbike license, you'd have to do another road exam, not even a theoretical test. Oh, fuck that. Oh, that's annoying as shit. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes. having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. He said dick. Dick is in dickhead. I fucking love y'all. I can't.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? Knowing brought 6 times, usually have to do both. Oh, you know what? Fair enough. Super fair. Penis, flaccid helicopter cock. I can't. Dick Gumshoe, why are you named after a penis?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right. Seems you're all correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. What is with that? Are you finished yet? Laugh. Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix? God, I can't. Imagine if Jenks was in this. You know, I gotta be honest, I think he'd be fumbling it even harder than Gumshoe. Is that it? She kind of is. No, wind's not shifting. Stranger farted. I can't.
Miss Von Karma.
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
Remember that canonically she's 14 or 16. So, in this one, she's actually 18. Stranger. Or average. I'm sorry, that was my bad. She's actually apparently 18 in this one. Unless they, like, went and retconned it to fix that. Look, we just need to look to Mies for guidance.
That is correct.
But I'm sure Your Honor...
Oh, you mean she is a... Oh, yeah, that's right, she is... Wait, she's also 18. Okay. Because everything they said, it sounded like she was younger. Did they change the age in the remakes?
They might have, in which case the fact that Maya was supposed to probably be younger in the past
Yeah.
makes this so weird.
Yeah. I feel like they retconned some shit in here. Let's see here. I'd let her put a collar on me. I can't with y'all. Yeah, no, apparently she's 18. Put the horny away, Sam, because I don't think she is. I'm uncomfortable again.
They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Now that you...
I'm a man of taste, my friend. I can't. Yeah, no, why they gotta make shit so weird?
Why, that's right.
Some say Renaissance, but get the fuck out of here, Sam. Played the remakes, I swear to God, I remember seeing her being 16 years old. Okay, let's look this up. Let's see what her age is supposed to be. I don't want to see fan art. I don't. The first question: why does she have a whip? Yep, she's a dom. Fair enough. Let's see here. Does it say how old she is at the start of the game? In the fandom page, early life and career. Okay. So her documented ages are 13 to 19. Let's see here. She was had to pass the bar exam. She took a vacation to the U.S., during which she went to the district court to watch Edwards prosecute his first case. The trial was canceled when blah, 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 blah. I feel like there might be spoiler stuff, so I'm not actually going to read any of this because it might be pertaining to a different game. Oh, no, I missed some things, I think. Let's see here. It's like those schoolgirls and those enemies that are hundreds of years old. Yeah, no, dude, it's fucking creepy, Victor. Let's hear it. As a man of many talents and vast wisdom, Sean, I have knowledge beyond human comprehension. Out here trying to become a legal victim, I can't. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not reading anything. Educational channel moment on the Sean bingo. Let's go! We still hit it. We always hit our quota to stay in educational channel.
What exactly are we educating?
Don't worry about it.
I'm very worried!
Of course you are. You just need to be an ancient vampire. I can't. I can't. Reminder, Maya channeled Mia in the first game. Yeah, no, exactly. If anything... Thank you, Breeze! Thank you! Okay, so... Let's see here. Injustice for All. It doesn't actually say her age. I'm trying to skim it because I don't want spoilers on the case. So I have no way of finding out for sure. We are educating the masses on what not to do. Honestly, though, instant thoughts to Helsing OG. I can't. But yeah, no. I swear, with everything they were saying, it made it seem like she was younger, and this just makes it extra creepy that she and Maya are both conveniently 18.
They're both technically legal.
I don't like it.
Aye, that's right.
Would you stop? Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No!
Well, yes, that's true.
Because it literally just started. It's ain't over in 10 minutes. So creepy when media does that? Yeah, honestly though, man. Because that's the thing. Her design also did not change at all between this game and the first game. It's fucking weird. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
How so?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. But he doesn't know. The new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenarios all by myself?
How much change you want is probably around a year apart.
Why does Gumshoe seem surprised people are trying to make him do his job?
I really feel bad for Gumshoes, because he's doing his best, but his best is about as good as Gizmo's.
His best might be worse than Gizmo's.
Honestly. Let's see here, from last game to this game. Yeah, exactly. It was like a year, maybe a year and a half. Here's the thing. I just feel like between 16 and 18, there should be like some kind of noticeable change. Whether it's like a height difference or just like a slight bit of change in aging of the face or something. Like just one the same between 16 and 18 feels fucking weird.
Especially in a video game where the character gets sexualized.
Yeah.
That's what throws me off.
Let's see, apparently I had a Mandela moment. Maya and Francesca are contemporary. Interesting. Okay. Are you bringing me cookie dough? You are the best. Yo. The only way to eat, and these are from Easter, but they're supposed to look like eggs, but you can't see part of it.
It gets green screen.
The only way to eat these is raw. I'm sorry. They're not good baked.
They're okay baked, but they're better raw.
Okay baked, but they're better raw.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm not going to name the company because we're not paid, and they're probably also shitty, just like every big corporation. However, thank you, company that makes these, for verifying that it is actually edible raw cookie dough.
That's fair.
On the package.
We'd still eat it anyway.
Oh, we absolutely would.
But it's nice to know that we're not going to get food poisoning or salmonella or some kind of nasty shit. You're ordering Sean's case male pattern baldness. God damn it. I'm not bald.
Why does everybody call you bald?
I don't know.
Yo.
Hey, thanks, Breeze.
You can't even say his face is bald because he's growing out like the facial hair again.
I know.
No part of him is bald.
Sela is the creator of this chaos. Let's see here. It wouldn't be a Japanese game unless one of the characters got secularized. Fair enough.
Thank you, Breeze. Actually, this is Sean's. I got it for him sometime like late last year. He doesn't wear it often, especially on stream because it gets really hot behind the computer. And also like we don't have a lot of like cold days. But today I was like, I'm gonna go into Sean's part of the closet and steal his clothes. And so I got this.
You're very cute. But I like whenever I see a photo of myself from that age and I don't see a change until like a 10-year age gap. I can't say them. I can't. Let's see here. I just eat raw cookie dough to eat raw cookie dough. Honestly, same, man. I know, Sela, I changed us. Burned into our soul. Fucking honestly. Let's see here. To be honest, I wouldn't want to get salmonella either. That fucker weird as fuck. Let's see here. Not bald. But that hairline. I've had the same hairline for years, man.
He has a widow's peak.
grow in height or develop much more from 15 onwards. Also, isn't you tend not to age? Fair enough. But I feel like in this world, it is kind of a mix. Okay, fair enough. Caitlin learning from Libby well in the dark arts of clothes stealing. Yep.
I've been
Caitlin's-
stealing
you know-
Sean's clothes since literally the beginning of our relationship.
Caitlin stole a pair of sweats from me, I think like 2 or 3 weeks into our relationship.
Not even. I think it was like the third or fourth time you came over to my apartment at most. You brought it over and let me have them.
Yep. And they're still there. They're still hers.
They're in my clothing drawer.
And have been for like 3 years now. You know, you got her when she's stealing your clothes. Honestly, though, Breeze. Honestly, Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans. And let's hear real talk. Hair can be a sensitive topic for dudes. You also got a widow's peak. Hey, I'm glad you understand the pain, Victor, because it sucks. It is a giant pain in the ass to deal with. Like I
like your widow's peak. I think
So
it's sexy.
here's the thing. I know Sean's got a widow's peak because he always peaks. Fuck. I sport out fuzzy 0.5 buzz cut. Your head is like a tennis ball. Hey, I bet you rock it, my friend. Hey, see, you two, let's go. And see, like, for the longest time, and I never fucking asked for it, but I feel like this is something that doesn't get talked about enough. Because, see, I feel like even as someone female presenting, female identifying, excuse me, I'm sure you've had the same experience for the longest time. It's one of the reasons why I don't let anybody else cut my hair and I cut it myself. They would always cut the widow's peak off.
Really?
Yeah. I'd get it done professionally. And they would shave that down to nothing. They'd just go, zoop, get rid of the widow's peak. Like, it was the stupidest fucking thing, and I always hated it.
Normal genetic, like,
Exactly.
hair pattern.
But no, I had this happen with like over a dozen different people cutting my hair. And it wasn't like, oh no, it's still short, so I'm just going to do it because I'm sure that's what he wanted. No. Literally never asked, never did anything, just like, nope. Filled in a lot after she started taking hormones, but it's still there. Hey, there you go. I know my hair's been long since 12. Fair enough. You know, it's fine when she steals his clothes, but when he steals her clothes, it's weird and he needs help.
Okay, so
But
funny
yeah,
story about Sean
there's-
and my clothes, actually.
There's a lot of reasons why I learned how to do my own hair, that being a major one of them. I used to look emo as fuck. Also, appreciate the compliment on the hair, Victor. Your hair's always looking fly as fuck, too, my dude.
Funny thing about Sean and my clothes, stranger. So there is a picture that I took one day of myself in Sean's sweatpants that he left over at my place super early on, and me in like this tie-dye crop top from Six Flags. Super cute. And
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
I was one day I don't remember. I was like, who wears them better or something like that, and sent him a picture of me in this outfit. And so we were just joking back and forth. He actually came over at some point and wore that. So Sean, I don't think I still have a picture of it, but there was a picture of Sean in my crop top and his sweatpants, looking like the ultimate like girlfriend picture. Super cute. But I think he probably wore it better than me.
That is impossible.
I want another cookie. You want one?
Sure, why not? Let's see, show a photo of what I want to my barber and he does it. Hey, fair enough, man. Need to get women out of suits and pants and back into Victorian dresses again. Fuck. Let's see here. Usually, at least here, that 20 to 25 bucks is kind of on par. Although I feel like at this point, most places, unless you're going to somewhere super generic, it's like 25 to 30 is more like it.
I went to a private salon when I got my hair pixie cut again. It was $60.
I was going to say women's haircuts,
Ridiculous.
whole other story because they charge like twice the price. But for here, usually that like 20 to 25 bucks or some places 30. It's just for the cut. Doesn't usually include a shave or even like fucking washing your hair for you.
No styling, nothing.
That should cost extra.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Dressed in Sumerian robes, I don't want her. I can't. Okay. We've made some progress today.
It's because I haven't been talking. I've been playing Monster Hunter.
But it's fun having you here.
Okay. I can stop playing Monster Hunter and talk to you.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. There's no pressure, love.
I just realized you're not wearing your cat ears.
I took them off the other day for, I don't remember why. I was cleaning, or no, that's right. It's because I had to record a thing for the YouTube channel. And I was like, I feel like since I'm doing the whole Editor Sean meme, I can't have that. Okay, she's leaving forever. Okay.
It's because you hate me.
Obviously.
Why do you hate me?
I love you. I'm putting them back.
Thank
Putting
you.
them back. It's been like 10 euros, but your cut is pretty basic, so you guess that's why. Fair enough. Yeah, there are cheaper spots that do like $15 cuts, but you like your barber. And see, honestly, most places that do those like $15 cuts, you don't really want to trust them with your hair anyway. I'm going through my phone trying to find a picture of you when you were 16-ish to see how different you look. You know, I'm going to be curious. Really enjoying the men's prices at the moment, because usually I only go to get your side shave fixed up. They don't count as a women's cut, and that's the way it should be.
It's ridiculous
honestly.
that it's gendered haircuts and not by length.
Thank you.
My hair is so short. It
Yep.
should not be as expensive as a generic woman's haircut.
100%.
Because even when I grow it out, I only grow it at longest to my shoulders. Like, I think Vic has longer hair than I do.
He does, yeah. Sean, why would you ever take the cat ears off? You should wear wear headband cat ears when not wearing the headset. You know, fun fact, those are super uneven.
So Vic, why is your hair cheaper to do than mine?
Let's see here, I'm the same computer I was all the way back then, fuck. But yeah, no, like, I got really tired of spending 15 to 20 bucks because shit is dumb. That's a fucking fact. But it is nothing compared to anything women's haircut wise. It's fucking ridiculous. Raven, that is awesome that you found a place that actually does it right. And since you're just simply keeping, I'm guessing probably going for an undercut from what you're saying. I don't know if you blended in or not. But oh snap, frog cat time. That is awesome that they don't charge you for a full women's cut because of how fucking stupid most places are. Heck yeah, let's go for... I kind of still have the undercut going, but the top is a lot shorter, but for the longest time. Like, I wonder if I can find any pictures. Y'all, have I ever shown y'all pictures of me from when I had my hair at its longest? We're gonna have to see if I can actually find any, and if any exist. Sean, you and Caitlin need to watch Fallout. It's so good, canonically, apart from the timeline taking place after Fallout 4. Interesting. But see, here's the thing. Caitlin and I don't support any streaming services because they're garbage.
You said we don't support any stream services?
Outside of Crunchyroll.
Well, and like, here's the other thing. We don't support Amazon flat out.
That's
like,
fair.
specifically, do not support Amazon. We actually canceled our Amazon account in totality, and especially our Prime, after it came out that they were directly funding efforts in Israel, and especially with a lot of other shit that they do.
I mean,
so.
just the fucking union busting, you know, people having to literally piss in bottles because they get chastised and potentially fired for taking a fucking bathroom break. Like,
yeah.
We don't support Amazon in this household. I say as I'm streaming on Twitch, which unfortunately is the best option for doing this. It's the one thing that I can't disconnect us from, because streaming on YouTube is not the same thing.
But even with that, I no longer have my, like, free sub to his channel because I was doing it through Amazon. So the only time I'm ever subscribed to Sean is generally when Josh.
Apparently Josh and I are the same person now.
Literally. When Josh gives me subs, because otherwise I would have to watch ads. They're scary.
Ads are bullshit.
Ads scare me.
Ads are stupid. I wish I could just simply turn them off, because it's not like... Fucking ad revenue on Twitch is garbage.
And, like, he makes
It's
more
doo-doo
from a
nut
single
sex.
sub than he does from, like, all of his ad revenue in a month.
So, you know, we can actually... This is something that's always fucking funny to talk about. Let me look really quick. Amazon. We have stores that require no till staff. In reality, we have outsourced. Exactly! I love that coming out. Where their whole, like, system of, oh yeah, no, we have cameras that just keep an eye on everything, and it just magically gets you the price of everything. No, in reality, they just outsourced to a company in India who had people watching every fucking transaction. It was all bullshit. It's funny, maybe sad, though, because even though gender can be funky, even if you wanted to book it as a woman's cut online, you wouldn't be able to select shaving hair short. Oh, that's just dumb.
And that's the thing, is, like... Some women have really short hair that are closer to a more masculine cut, and then some men have longer hair that's closer to a more feminine cut. It shouldn't be gendered. It should just be hair length. Like, do you have short hair? Do you have medium length hair? Do you have long hair? That should be how the prices are based.
Yep.
By the way, he's only up here because he was waving at me that he wanted me to pick him up.
He's very puppy. Okay, so I always love randomly breaking this out. So, for the last 30 days, I've streamed 42 hours and 44 minutes. That probably... I don't know if that
lot of
includes
time.
today or not. It
I don't think
doesn't
it
look
does.
like it. So,
I don't think it'll include that until later.
obviously, I keep my ads to a minimum. But, in the last 43 hours of streaming, we'll call it, I've earned 71 cents in ad revenue. Twitch is fucking garbage for ad revenue. It's like...
We're almost halfway to a pack of gum, you guys!
I think the most I've ever made was, I think one time I made like $2 in ad revenue in a single fucking month.
He's getting heavy again. We need to lose some weight, Gizmo.
God, start working you out. Like, Twitch ad revenue was fucking trash. Unrelated, but recently saw this act by United Musicians and Allied Workers, which would be helping musicians greatly. Ooh,
That's
basically
awesome, Vic.
A law charging streaming searches or services extra to create new royalties for musicians. That's fucking amazing. You could buy 2 clearance with that. I can't average.
That's
that's
awesome,
almost
Vic.
half a dog treat. I think you could work for any creative industry. That sucks that it's only America, but hopefully,
Hopefully, if we can get it, like, throughout the states, then we can get it to start going a little further out, too.
It's a snowball that starts rolling once you get somebody going.
And especially because America...
It's okay. So we've talked about this before. There's certain things that are human rights and that are not political. One of those things, workers' rights. The other thing, your gender identity. It's nobody's fucking business. It is not something political. People try to make these things political,
It shouldn't
but they're
be.
not. They're absolutely fucking not. It is literally just ways for the people that have to continue to try and separate us rather than uniting us.
Yep.
Fuck the state of Alabama also. In general, fuck the state of Alabama, but
What did they do
especially
this time?
for... So, I don't know if you heard, the UAW actually just ended up... the workers of a Volkswagen facility in Alabama just voted to unionize.
Oh, good.
Their legislature, later signed by the garbage human being that is Kay Ivey, their governor, put in a law that I can look up the details specifically, but it essentially penalizes unionization.
How is that even legal? I don't understand how you can penalize
Let me
people
look
for
up-
unionizing.
Let me see what it was specifically. Yeah, so it's... It is a bill that would withhold economic incentive from companies that voluntarily recognize a union without holding a secret ballot election. So, the way that unions actually work. So, essentially making it that they will not receive any funding from the state if they accept unionization. It's absolutely fucking different, or ridiculous words. I was reading a message in chat and my brain just switched the words. Let's see a difference between penalize and criminalize. Yep. Honestly,
That's so
though.
ridiculous. Why?
Well, yeah,
Fucking, oh my god.
I'll have to look into that more because that is really fucking dope, Victor.
That is awesome. And you know what? A lot of the
People
time
getting
when,
into
like,
the current Supreme
American
Court.
unions start, because we're always so far back on everything, other countries tend to adopt the things we do well.
Yep.
Which is good for them, but also, like, can we get a little bit further ahead on the times? I'd like health insurance, you guys. I have a lot of issues that I need health insurance to deal with.
This is why we're moving to Oregon. It's much better there. It's a lot better there. It's pretty much the only solution you've seen that combats the piss poor pay. Honestly, though, it has been statistically proven time and time again that even if you are not involved in a union, unionizing in other industries, in other companies in your industry, bumps pay for everyone. The idea of a levy that every user pays goes into a pool that then goes to smaller artists is brilliant. Yeah, no, that is fucking awesome. That is a really nice way to do it. Have that mandated by law. That would be fucking fantastic. Like, there are some musicians out there that don't need to be making... there's a lot of fucking people out there that don't need to be making the amount of money that they're making. But there's some musicians...
Like my former fucking employer?
We're not even gonna get into that shit. My God.
I hate rich people!
Yeah. I'm just say it. Unionize and eat the rich. I feel like that's where we're at as a society. You know, we have many reputable sources coming out and saying that if we don't do something drastic to fix climate change in the next 2 years, there's no going back. And what's going to happen? Probably nothing unless we eat the rich. You know, always have that apply to streamers, filmmakers, visual artists, etc. And honestly, that would be really fucking nice. I just love the idea that you need a job for healthcare, but the people who need it the most need the care to be able to work. Exactly. Anywhere where a big platform profits off small artists, it would be really fucking nice, man. That would be huge. Like, that would change so many lives. The reverse is true too. America gets some things as a result of European efforts. The reason Apple... Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. Is because the EU regulated all electronic devices must now all use USB-C to sell their devices in Europe in a fight against tech waste, which was such a great fucking move. Like, it's shit like that always pressures. It's like, I know... You all know my opinion on the platform. So you're going to understand why I'm behind this, but let's see, also their privacy rules to increase transparency, 100%. Like, you guys know I hate TikTok. I know, fuck Brexit, you voted to remain. Man, Breeze, I hope something happens for y'all to be able to actually hop back into the EU. Like, that's just a shit-ass situation. But there's currently, it's being called a TikTok ban here in the US that was pushed through by Congress. It's not that. It is forcing them to have to sell to a US-owned entity within, I think it's like, it's either 60 days or...
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months, that's right. 6 months. The entire campaign that TikTok did was 100% validation for why something like this needs to happen, because the CCP and TikTok on its own do horrifying shit. Like, they literally sent droves of people to go calling your Congress people to say, hey, don't push this bill through because it's destroying TikTok. It's banning TikTok. It's not. It's absolutely not. It's getting rid of a foreign government having a stake over a social media company. I fucking understand it. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's all coming from a great place, but I don't think there's any better answer. I don't think the platform should be banned, but I don't think that private information and potential at any moment, I'm trying to think of words. I had a word and then I forgot it. Fuck. Political influence from an app should not be able to be controlled by a foreign government. Like, yes, I know there's that counter argument to look of all the horrible shit that Facebook and Twitter and everything else does. Yes, there needs to be other regulation too, but these are starting points, is making sure that it isn't entirely owned by a foreign company and foreign country. The funniest part about this whole thing with the USB-C and Apple were one of the companies that developed it. I forgot about that. Thanks to unions, you probably pay more in taxes than Sean does, and yet the minimum wage here is higher than what Sean earns. That sounds about right, probably. Let's see here. I think the UK voted to leave the EU mainly to curb immigration, and really it's shut nobody out. It's just imprison British workers in their own country. I know, it's always stupid shit like that. Like, there's never enough thought into the impact of decisions, especially when it comes with, and I feel like it's safe to say this because it just comes with the ideology, but when it comes with a lot of right-wing ideas, because it's mostly about regressivism. It's about keeping things as is. It's about keeping things dangerously close together and backwards. And that's what so much of it is. It's just... I don't understand why people can't just chill. Like, I feel like that's what it comes down to for me, is people just gotta stop being so fucking stupid. Because it's not that hard. It's really not. Speaking of being stupid, I should probably play video games. Line must go up, Sean. Exactly! This fake pretend thing has a graph and it's not going up, then it's not going right. Obviously, that's all that matters. I'm of Irish, Polish, and Lithuanian descent, but too far removed generationally from them all to claim dual citizenship. Oh, Breeze, that fucking sucks. That really does. Hopefully things end up getting better, especially with it sounding like there being a fairly massive change in your government coming into the next election season, which I don't blame them, because Rishi Sunak and everyone behind the UK government currently in power has done nothing but fuck over the working class. I hope it provides meaningful change. Like, it's hard thinking back a couple of years ago to think that things would somehow be worse than Boris Johnson for you guys. But I kind of think it is. And I really hope it gets better, my friend, because y'all deserve so much better. I don't know a lot about it, but I know my girlfriend has been involved in a lot of activism there. Hey, that's super dope. Good for them. Like, it's important. Like, the recent shit they're trying to push forward that is essentially punishing poor people through, what is it? It's, is it that they're trying to do away with unemployment benefits for people who have not had a job for a year? Which, first of all, is such a rare situation. That's not some common stance shit, but also something that genuinely doesn't matter because you're talking about pennies on the dollar, if anything. The immigration crisis you hear from UK currently that they use as an excuse, or the new law to send asylum seekers to Rwanda to seek asylum is bullshit. They defunded the immigrant court so they can process fewer. They are not getting more asylum seekers than they did before. Of fucking course! We over here in the UK don't just need a new government, we need a whole fucking new system. Honestly, same here, Breeze. Or, stranger, I'm so sorry. Same here, stranger. It is... Again, you know what? Sean for ruler of the world, can we all just fucking chill? That's gonna be my stance. Like, can you just fucking not? I don't think it's that drastic of a platform. Just don't. Just don't. Don't destroy the world. Don't be an asshole to people who don't have because you have. Don't hoard shit for the sake of hoarding shit. Being a modern day goddamn dragon. Like, just don't. Just don't. The Rwanda thing is literally like they watched the first Johnny English movie, saw his DVD for turning the UK into a giant prison for global human waste, looked at Rwanda and thought, not bad. That was so beautifully put, Breeze. I, for one, will be voting for the monster raving loony party. Yes, that is actually... Wait, what? We need to look at this. I gotta finally find some old pics of yourself. You used to look like such a skater boy. Oh, snap! Let's go! Okay, I need to look this up. The Monster Raving Loony Party? This is actually a British political party? This actually is. Was established in 1982 by the musician David Such, also known as Screaming Lord Such, 3rd Earl of Harrow, or simply Lord Such. Okay, I need to learn more about this. Someone running to be mayor of London called Count Bin Facefuck. Labour Party, which should be left-wing, basically ceased being left-wing after Margaret Thatcher because they said they agree with her terrible privatization policies. Yay. Okay, so this is actually a thing. And it's, since the 80s. Don't forget, the Count's arch nemesis, Lord Buckethead. No, dude, you were all good, Victor. You were all good. Okay, so here's the thing that I feel like I always need to preface. Our no politics rule, a part of it is to keep from getting into garbage conversations. The other part of it is honestly just shutting down right-wing bullshit because, frankly, anyone who would come into this channel with any kind of opinions like that didn't do their baseline 2 seconds of looking at our tags and doesn't belong here because that kind of ideology doesn't deserve a fucking voice. Regressive bullshit, attacks on people for being people, stripping people of healthcare. Currently, in the U.S., we have the Supreme Court going to rule on if sleeping outside is illegal. We have, I think it's the state of Florida just put into law, or at least is trying to pass a law that charges, it's like $5 a day. It's either like $5 a day or $50 a week or something like that for your time in prison. Literally charging people while they are in jail.
Florida also tried to basically make it illegal to feed the homeless at one point.
Yep.
I was in high school when that happened. That was fun.
Like, goddamn, like those kind of ideologies can get the fuck out, because that's garbage. That is absolute garbage. Treat people like people. It shouldn't be that hard. Our next government will be Labor. It's like us settling for Biden when we want Sanders. You know, I get that, Breeze. At least what I can say here in the U.S., it's honestly been a lot more progressive than what I was expecting. Like, we've had some really good steps. Just, 2 days ago, we had a very massive step in the right direction with $7 billion being put towards making improvements to stem climate change. Like, it's been bigger steps than I would have expected from this government, and I genuinely applaud Joe Biden for doing the best that he can with, an entire half of the government deciding that it just simply does not want to work with the other side because Orange Man said so. Like, the fact that we are sitting here having just recently passed money to Ukraine that should have been done back over Christmas, back before then, all because, again, Orange Man said no. Like, the situation is fucking stupid. I thought they were also trying to make it illegal to own reptiles. What the fuck? Yeah, no, that is an interesting party, though, stranger. Goddamn. Let's see here. Let alone, they got a transphobe to study all the evidence and surprisingly came out saying there isn't enough evidence, therefore we should stop trans healthcare, and because of that, the Labour Party is backing off trans rights. Again, I'm going to go back to my previous stance. This is my political party. It's the shut the fuck up and chill party. Just don't. That's our entire tagline. That's all everything is going to be. Just don't. Don't be an asshole. Let people exist who aren't harming other people. So yeah, that's typically all the parties here say what people want to hear all the time. You get the flip-flopping. Man, I'm glad we're at least past that, boys. I know, we're on a tangent, man. I feel like we're going to bring it back, though. Should we try to progress a little bit further, since we've actually done some video games? A little bit. I think I almost went like an hour straight there. But I like being an asshole. Okay, but Ethan, you're the good kind of asshole. All right? You're the right kind of asshole. Don't tell me what not to be. It's the other kind of asshole who's just out there trying to make everyone's life miserable for the sake of making people miserable. That's the kind of don't be an asshole we're talking about. Because fuck that shit. Calm down. He's a lawyer. So he's correct, Sean. Fuck. I can't. Alright, I think Gumshoe is getting tired of breathing heavily in front of me. So shall we go back to video game? Let's see. If we can... We got another half hour. Well, we got 20 minutes. We'll see what we can do.
During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest.
Okay, that's taking a pretty massive assumption there, Gumshoe.
Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
Oh my god, actual gameplay. I know, Average, what?
The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
I don't believe that. It's a little simpler than ideology. It's simple electoral calculations. The British left have no credible party to vote for, so Labour don't need to go after their votes. That's fair and relatable. At least there's been a little bit more of a progressive push. I really feel like y'all are like just maybe 3-4 years behind us as far as the bullshit that we've dealt with is and are still dealing with. I hope it doesn't get as bad as it is here before it gets better for you guys, because it's a thing. Y'all remember last year when we had to not do any costumes for like 6 months because I could have potentially been arrested because Texas laws? Let's see here. Well, I find American politics important to follow. I find British politics funny because it really is a dumpster fire. Yeah. Let's see here. Didn't they say the gun was used first before the bullet hole? Yeah! They did, now that you mention it, Raven. Kind of dabble into Samarinese politics from time to time, and it's weird. You know what? Fair enough. I am not at all familiar with it.
This scenario you've put together doesn't make sense.
But yeah. They did really say that the gun was used before the bullet hole was pointed out. See your British people equals fighting Nemo seagulls. Fuck. Japan's unique too. They got the oldest running communist party. Fair enough.
Well, Mr. Wright.
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Let's hear, is it actually communist or is it communism or communist like Stalin was communist? Okay, we're gonna press on some things. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Thank you! Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? You know what? I'm not even gonna respond because I feel like you're gonna say everything is flimsy whenever I say it. So how about you go fuck yourself? Call me a fool again, bitch. I don't care. Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Karain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. Okay, but again, she changed into this lady. Let's see here. Stab it, Phoenix. You sound like a foolish fool. You hate Stalin because he was too harsh. I hate him because he was too lenient. We're not the same, goddammit. I can't average. With the nurse's bill, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. Okay. No! What the fuck are you talking about? I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Karain channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect. So yeah, I've got a Stalinist brother though. Oh no. Foolishly being the foolishly. I can't.
What were you talking about?
I didn't quite get that. Okay, so Judge has a kink for dominatrixes. Cool. We really needed to find that out.
Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
Okay. That was not helpful. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about it, the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day. Afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness.
For fuck's sake. Gumshoe! I've tried to defend you. I've tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, but this might be the stupidest thing I have ever heard you say.
Sorry.
It's your average American cop, fucking honestly, though. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
Looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
Why? Gumshoe is Gizmo's spirit animal. A little bit, honestly. But, handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? So don't ever compare me to such a low species. God damn it. Nah, I'm missing the donut. Was he taking precautions against something? Yeah, no, that's suspicious. So you're saying that the bullet hole in the costume was made then? Or, yeah, I read that, right? That sentence just didn't make fully sense to me.
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. Two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. True, and we haven't seen him do a hate crime yet. Fuck. He also hasn't started shouting "stop resisting" when someone is literally just laying there. Too real? Maybe a little too real.
Victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Even me. I wonder. Would you stop? Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. No, it's not. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. Points at Boulder. Stop resisting! There's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay. Okay, what do we have for potential contradictions? I don't want to break out the bullet hole yet. What's up, stranger? What you got? Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim shot because they were too close. He missed. And then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Here. Didn't Ghost Lady say that Maya, or whatever she's called, basically vanishes during the channeling? She did. That she did. How could you see your chance then? See, you do make a good point. Sean, they should stop resisting for the body cam. They're trying to alter what the video will appear to show by sounding panicked. Honestly. So you're assuming they didn't just turn it off? Honestly, though, stop resisting and accept these cookies. I really feel like... it has something to do with this. But what would it be? Okay, let me reread one of these really quick. Let's see here. Okay. So maybe it has something to do with this one. Sean, there are no scorch marks in the bullet hole, so he pulled gun, shot, then fight. Oh yeah, there are. Let's see here. We shall consult the wisest of beings, Mr. Maze. God damn it, we have to ask the Maze Meister for help, chat. Was so shit. I know. I kind of regret going in for a second helping of it and trying to stream more than one time with it. Because it got worse somehow. Is it the costume? It is. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Haley. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. It was the best game. I can't.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point-blank range. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on the costume? See, why do I remember all this BS but can't for the life of me remember anything you need for uni? Fair and relatable, Haley.
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. What you got now?
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, fuck off. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
It's because it's called simple fucking investigation, Von Karma. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away.
How foolish. Honestly!
And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Ha ha! Ain't breaking out your whip now, motherfucker!
Well, then...
She's sweating.
Honestly,
That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away.
you know what must have probably happened? You should never have made the decision to come here because I'm gonna wreck your face. You got nothing.
After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself.
Nope. Why would she do that? Why would she step away from someone she's actively trying to stab and actually successfully stabbing? Where's the logic in here, Von Karma?
And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
Why would she do that, though?
There, that should satisfy even you.
That fucking moron!
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful, I can't afford to make a mistake here, so you know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do a little save scum. For reasons unbeknownst to me. I'm just kidding, it's because I don't want to mess up. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. There is a fatal flaw in your argument, Your Honor. I saw everything. Who did it, stranger?
Fatal? Flaw? Ah.
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. I don't give a shit about the lore of Monster Hunter World. What do I want to know? Or what I do want to know. What the fuck experiment that fucking Meowscular chef underwent and what happened to his right eye? He's a war veteran, okay? Meowscular chef has been through some shit.
Okay, but why is he that big?
Cause he jacked. He all
So
about them
much
games.
taller. I don't care about the being jacked. Why is he so much taller? He's like 2 palicos stacked.
I don't know.
Three.
I don't know. Does anybody know in chat if they actually ever go into explanation at any point as to why the Meowscular chef is so giant compared to everyone, Palico-wise? It was Chuck E. Cheese, penis detective.
He's taller than a lot of the Wiberians and almost as tall as our character. The fuck?
Yup, Your Honor. If we are what we eat, then Maya is in. That's right, he ate his broccoli. Magic. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Let's see here, Your Honor. If we are what we eat, then Maya is an innocent woman. Fuck. I feel like the knife might be it. God damn it, Twitch, why you gotta send my message early? Twitch gotta be dumb sometimes. It's gotta be the size of the knife, right? Take a look at this!
Why are you showing this to me, pal?
Okay, oh my god, I was right, let's go! Folding, was it the folding screen? Prosecutor Von Karma's explanation in this piece of evidence.
Do not contradict.
Fuck!
Looks like you need to use your brain a little more, pal.
It is the folding screen. Being lectured by Gumshoe of all people is embarrassing.
Come on, hurry up and get that thinking cap on. I fucked up.
Okay. So it is the folding screen. It's finally the folding screen that we're doing. I'm trusting you, Haley. This is the piece of evidence. I never did. It's the smoking gun! If she ran towards, how did the shot hit her sleeve and the screen? That is a fair point. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen.
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Okay.
Order! Order! This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when the shot was fired. The bullet hit his folding screen. Or this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in the area. Or was in this area. Would she have been over here? I feel like she would have been close to here, right? Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. The judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath. Uh-oh.
Wait! I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up.
Oh, god damn it. Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think this through again, Mr. Wright.
Fuck! Let me save this time. Because I think I was a little lower than I meant to be, but I don't know. Of course. Whoops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. Okay, where do we think she would have been? Like, if she was just starting the channeling, she would have been over here, right? Can I look at any evidence? I don't think I can. Nope. Okay. I gotta rethink. Oh, nope. Don't turn the music up. We don't need louder background music. Okay. Would she have been... over there? There's an obstacle in the way, so either right in front or right behind. Aha!
Wait a second. You know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
Once again, no gunpowder burn. That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you!
You're in over your head. You should have stayed in fucking Germany or the US or wherever the hell you were.
I believe it has been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? That's right. What you got?
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figure there had to be a reason.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Yeah, no, gumshoe, my dude. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster.
You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Can you not?
Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
Huh? How is it all my fault?
Yeah, no, you're the one who pushed for all this one, Karma.
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. I'm sorry, what? Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Okay, but Gumshoes is just doing his fucking job.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of that detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess.
Gumshoes.
After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
They're gonna cut his salary from 0. That poor man. Like, he's an idiot. Don't get me wrong, Gumshoe's a fucking moron. But he's just doing his best.
That just isn't very good.
It's really not. Again, he is Gizmo. Alright, well. Who would have thunk we'd do an entire day of trial in a single goddamn stream?
Woo!
We are on part 2 too.
Woo!
Let's go! We might actually still finish this before Duck Detective. I hope it happens. But I think this makes for a perfect stopping point. I really do. I think this leaves us with a great opportunity to go out. I need to WD-40 the shit out of my chair. I haven't even had it a year. Why is it so squeaky already? Hey, Nico, you were all good. Thank you for the lurk and for hanging. It is always a pleasure, my friend. You don't ever have to talk if you're not feeling up to it. It is always awesome to have you here, my friend. But we have some good stuff. Hey, it is my pleasure, Nico. It is always my pleasure. We have some fun stuff coming tomorrow. There's also things that you guys will find out about later in the week, but there may or may not be a very special something to kick off the month of May. I've ordered the costume. I don't know when it's going to get here because unfortunately it is coming from overseas. It will be here sometime. The date range is like the 6th through the 12th. So the first couple of streams will probably have to go with the old maid costume, but as soon as we get it, you guys know I'm going to break it out. I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to be big enough because there's no sizing chart. But I'm guessing I'm probably a women's extra large. We're going to see. It might be hilariously huge or it might barely fit. We won't know until it gets here. Now we have 2 streams of investigating and a stream of trial. We can do that, Victor, my dude. Much appreciation. But yes, we have very fun things coming soon. Obviously, the next stream is going to be tomorrow. And there's a fun little special something. So there is, I'm going to drop a link to the YouTube channel again. And bro, I'm a women's XL. We're going to see what happens. I'm 6 foot, 100 and... Okay, but see, here's the thing. Sela, I'm 6 foot, 190. I am tall. I am very, very tall.
Here, let's break out the Caitlyn size chart again. Y'all. Okay, stand up.
Okay. We got it.
I'm 5'5", like 5'4.5", 5'5", depends on the day, depends on how fucked up my back is. Stand up straight. This is how much taller he is than me. I come up to like his nose.
Perfect kissable height, though.
And also perfect height because I can wear heels and not risk being taller than him.
That's fair. That is very fair. But, I'm tall as fuck, so
yeah, no, he's
there's
very
no reason
tall.
to feel bad, my friend. You were all good. Given your height, XL sounds about right. I'm
Yeah.
hoping it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping it is. We're also hoping, because I got it off of eBay. Oh my god, we got an Adam in chat!
Adam!
My
This is
dude!
actually his. I stole it because this morning I got out of the shower and I was like, I'm going to steal something from Sean's wardrobe. So I went in the closet on his side and I saw this and I was like, this is perfect.
That is a fact. That is
And
a
also,
fact.
I forget Adam is British and calls sweatshirt to jumpers.
You're all good. You were all good. But dude, how you doing? How you been, man? It's been a minute.
And also, Vic, there's absolutely not anything wrong with that. I once dated a guy who was shorter than me. Like, nothing wrong with it, but I do like Sean being taller because it makes cuddling nice.
being taller than most people in heels is fun, though. That's fair. That's real fair. I know, we miss you too, man. You know, it is survivable.
It's not.
Yeah. It's survivable. We're less than a year away from getting the fuck out of here, so that's
Out of
cool.
Texas. We're still stuck in America. But, like, it's less America.
It's a better America,
Yeah.
if we're being honest.
It's a much better America.
But yeah, so the reason I dropped that YouTube link, so we're not playing the first game that I planned. We're not playing the game that I then switched to deciding to play instead. I know, a hell of a lot closer, man. They just made protesting illegal in some states, yep, which I believe the state we're currently in is one of them.
Of course. It is.
Yep.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Yay.
Which is funny because back in, what was it, 2022? Was it? Yes, it was summer 2022 when Roe v. Wade got taken down.
Oh, yeah.
I went to actually several protests, like women's rights protests. Sean actually came with me to one of them. So, like, glad to know I can get arrested for that now.
Yeah, no, it is unconstitutional, but, you know...
It's very unconstitutional, but, like, why would they uphold the Constitution?
You have to have a Supreme Court that gives a shit about anything other than right-wing ideology and essentially end-of-times religious bullshit, because it's horrifying just how many people in our political system believe in... Essentially, the rapture is either coming, the end of the world is happening soon, so let's make everything extra shitty.
But also, it's so hilarious to me how religious this country is, like Christianity religious, because as an atheist, I do know a little bit about the Bible. I grew up Catholic Christian, and in the Bible, it tells you it's a sin to worship false idols. And in America, they worship a fucking flag.
We're going to the one place where our Constitution doesn't matter, the Supreme Court, pretty fucking much.
Literally.
Legislating...
Your chair is creaky.
Yeah, no, I don't know what happened to this thing.
I think we have WD-40.
Yeah, we should. But, you know, legislating through the judicial system is real great. Kizzy, you good, bud? But yeah, so back to my thought earlier.
So he canceled
America
2
got
games.
Start as a place to send all the cultists. Yes, so we're not playing the first game that I'd planned. We're not playing the second game that I planned. We're actually playing something else entirely. So... I don't know if y'all remember, because it was only like, I think, a 3-week period that I actually had the time to be able to put them together, edit it, and do everything for it. But there was a brief moment where we actually did...
You right, Haley, you right.
And fundamentalist Christians haven't read the Bible. Honestly, though.
Honestly.
There was a secret video that I recorded to kick that all off that was linked in the description of one of those videos that I also sent in the Discord. I don't know if anybody remembers the game. If you do, kudos to you. You get an A+.
You get a gold star.
Shame on you. Why are you not watching all of my shit? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
How
God.
dare you not watch the content that he makes for you so painfully?
But real talk, how fucking awful would it be if I was actually that kind of person?
Oh
I
my
hope
God.
none of you would
There's
watch even
real
a second.
people that are
There
like
are.
that, which is
It's
terrifying.
ridiculous. But we played a secret little something. That was my first foray into doing Let's Play stuff. It was a demo for a game that was from Steam Next Fest. And the game actually came out today. I'm not subscribed to his private streaming platform. Sela, that is so beautifully fucking relevant.
It's
oh my
so
God.
timely because of the shit with those like BuzzFeed dudes.
There's also another one that happened like 2 or 3 days ago. They immediately went back
Yeah,
and finished how they
I
were
think
doing.
that was-
It's not the BuzzFeed dude.
No,
or
I think
don't
it
think
is.
I can't remember.
It would be so weird if there was 2 different groups of dudes that were doing that right now.
There is another one. Or no, that's right. I think it's College Humor that did the first one, and then it's the BuzzFeed dudes that are doing the current one that they've already reneged on what they said on the
Exactly.
first
And we're
place.
like, we're sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
So stupid.
People are so goddamn full of themselves.
So weird.
But yes, we're that game. Back to my thought. That game actually just came out today. It's cheap as shit. I've been wanting to play a horror related something, so that was gonna be the plan anyway for tomorrow. So I hope y'all are ready for some cooking and horror, and also kind of a jank, shitty, hilariously bad horror game.
So not cooking companions?
Not cooking companions.
Okay.
It's not.
That's a different cooking horror game.
We're also not playing the next Sucker for Love game either. I'm sorry. I know it just released.
We're playing that on our own, bitches.
Exactly. All right.
We actually have the first 2 Sucker for Love games on the Steam Deck.
We have the first one and we have the demo for the second one.
Oh,
the second
right.
one just came out, I think, like
Okay.
yesterday. So there, let's see here. College Humor, there's a couple of people from College Humor who they went off, started doing their own content after that whole situation kind of fell apart. And then they started doing their own streaming service, but it's a little bit different than the most recent situation. But yeah, it's just another content creator group that's decided that they want to create their own streaming platform.
And then make people pay for the content that they used to subscribe to for free.
Or maybe get a little bit earlier because they're subscribed to a Patreon.
And it's like, okay, but Patreon...
But it has a goat. A goat.
Patreon is a thing where you can do just that.
It's like,
but then still have free content for the rest of your fans that have supported you through everything, you know?
yeah.
Crazy. So crazy.
Creating shit is hard. That's why I won't ever try doing it as a full-time thing unless it's like...
Actually viable.
Exactly. That's the amount of people that do it and then make massive mistakes because then they feel like they have to for the sake of making more money. It's a mess. It is an absolute mess. College Humor, highly recommend someone that was there. Yeah, no, Adam Conover is fucking solid. Respect the idea to challenge big YouTube. That's fair. And I think I would understand it more if it was like, let's get together as a collective of a bunch of different creators and create our own new platform, which there actually is kind of a thing like that out there called Nebula. I don't know much about it, but it's... Let's hear, I lost a lot of respect for him when he went on Joe Rogan. It's fair. That is real fair. I can't respect anybody who goes on that dude's fucking show.
Fuck Joe
Like,
Rogan.
You're gonna bring fucking Aaron Rodgers in to spew his bullshit?
Fuck Joe Rogan up the asshole
Yep.
with a chainsaw.
That man is a big part of why we have such absolutely toxic and horrendous political situation here in the U.S. That man has platformed so many garbage people. So yeah, there have been stuff like that. As you mentioned, Nebula is one of the more popular ones, focused on educational media. Exactly. Like, I think something like that is more supportive, or is something that I'm more supportive of, rather than being like, hey, we're going to make our own content, and here's a streaming platform of only our stuff. That just... Especially when you're trying to charge $6 a month, and then trying to justify that, like, that's when you're starting to get into weird territory of, like, you know what you're doing feels scummy. You know it feels like a cash grab, especially when you already have a Patreon with a lot of people to it. I get that you've got a team to pay. I do. But again, create a collective, get a bunch of creators together to make your own thing. Like, don't just do it for yourself, because at that point, it's just fucking cheap. To hear, Captain, it's time to raise the black flag. Yeah, no, honestly, that's when you get a lot of piracy. Gain a lot of respect for Nebula after they kicked off some tankies. Hey, good for them. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing that secret game. Back to my thought from like 10 minutes ago, because I am who I am as a person. I've got some backup stuff too, just in case it ends up being super short. I don't know how long it is, considering the game is only $4. I don't have the highest hopes, but when I played the demo, it was like 15 minutes, like 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay. So who knows? All I'll say is I hope you guys are ready for some pizza tomorrow. But sadly, we do have to end this one here. As always, as I type this out, because I didn't do it earlier because I meant to, but I didn't because my brain is my brain. We are going to be serenaded on the way out by the man himself, Victor, a.k.a. Halo Bear. If you have or if you have not, does not matter. Do yourself a favor. Go listen to Victor's music. Go check out Halo Bear on whatever streaming platform you prefer. Link in chat right now. Link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. Genuinely, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It really, really means the world to get this opportunity to hang with you guys 3 fucking days a week. The sheer amount of time that you guys give me, just, it means more than I could ever express, and more than I could thank you guys for. But we will be back tomorrow. As always, it is Wednesday, so it's going to be our slightly earlier than normal and a little bit longer stream. Gizmo wants his opinions known on the way out, too.
He's telling you to go support the tall dude on YouTube.
You know, we're up to 160 subscribers, which is kind of weird.
How the fuck?
I don't know. Because I throw VODs up there, and I throw a couple of shorts a week, and it just slowly but surely happens. Like, it's weird. I don't understand it. I'm not trying to play the algorithm or anything, because I again, if this is going to be a successful big thing, at least what I'd consider big, and by big I mean just enough that I can do this as my full-time job, is going to be doing it our way. We're still going to be doing our weird goofy shit, like playing a potentially jank pizzeria horror game tomorrow. So I don't know, but apparently some things kind of work. So it is what it is. Nico, Raven, Adam, Victor, Haley, Sela, Stranger, who else was in here today? Cryptid, Venom. I know I probably missed some other of you beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you all so very much for coming and hanging out. It really means the world to do this. I can't wait to hang with you all tomorrow. But until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. Have a wonderful
start to your Wednesday.
And I can't wait to see you all tomorrow morning. I love you guys.
In the arms of the derp, fly away to the derp stream. From this dark, cold retail store, seriously, screw retail, and the endless derp you feel. You are pulled from the derp of your silent, eternal derp. You're in the arms of the derp. May you find comfort in this stream. Welcome to Sergeant Herp Derp Stream.